Philippine Islands, 500 miles off the coast of Asia. Striking in the heart of the Philippines, at centrally situated Leyte Island, the U.S. amphibious forces opened fire. An imposing contrast to the tiny PT boat fleet that took MacArthur off Corregidor in May 2.5 years ago. Large loads of U.S. fighting men speed shoreward. 250,000 men take part, more Americans than landed in Normandy on D-Day. These pictures were made by Newsreel war correspondents and Navy cameramen. The LSTs bring up heavy equipment. In landing on Leyte, General Kruger's 6th United States Army caught the enemy almost completely by surprise. The Japs expected the first blows to fall on Mindanao. MacArthur leaves the flagship to go ashore. In the invading force is every able-bodied man who left the Philippines with him. Sergio Osmeña, successor to the late Manuel Quezon as president of the Philippine Commonwealth, accompanies the Supreme Commander. A significant moment for these two men. Returned. Now striking for Manila from Lingayen Gulf, Luzon, MacArthur's forces take the decisive step toward reconquest. The greatest Pacific Armada in history, carrying 100,000 troops, unloads off Luzon under cover of smashing naval bombardment. Shoreline of Luzon, strategic island battleground whose every ridge and stream is intimately known to the American Army. Troops of General Kruger's 6th U.S. Army wade into solid ground. Efficiently and swiftly, through extremely light opposition, the first beachheads are secured. The first prong of the drive against Manila comes straight down from Lingayen Bay to the north, soon to be joined by these troops. Another spearhead swings out to flank the city from the east, and still a third drives up from landings near Cavite to the south, aided by paratroop attacks. Beating back Japanese delaying actions, U.S. weapons blast a way through. Manila, greatest of Pacific cities, symbol of liberation to both the Filipino and American peoples, is entered. Joyful civilians hail the 1st Cavalry's marching Yanks. It is 3 years, 1 month, and 7 days since Jap conquest. Inside the Intramuros, the ancient walled city on the lower bank of the Pasig, the Japs prepare a trap. An American infantry company penetrates the area, at first meeting only light resistance. But as they advance, the battle blazes up. All hell breaks loose. The Americans are forced to retreat. These pictures are incomplete. Lieutenant Rocker and Private Snyder, Signal Corps cameramen, stop filming to help the wounded. Fires started by the Japs in gasoline-soaked buildings break out around and behind the Yanks. day and night, the great fires rage. Using the city as a fortress, the Japs have defended every block with mortar, machine gun, and rifle fire, and minefields as dense and deadly as any ever met in this war. Irresistibly, they are being ground up in the jaws of MacArthur's enveloping assault, but the battle is not quite over yet. In the battle for Manila, key to the China Sea, great city of 1 million proud nationals of the United States, victory is certain. America redeems a debt. Now down to Corregidor. The barracks are visible as still more troops jump over the island's western end. Jump for almost 2 hours in teams of 10, one team at a time. Square mile head of Corregidor, the paratroops rapidly assemble to take full control of the high ground from the Japs. Landing barges carrying the 34th Infantry Regiment, 24th Division, 8th Army, head for the strip of shore at San Jose. With the paratroops in command of the heights, the beachhead assault moves in on schedule 2 hours later. From their newly raised flag, the ground forces push toward a junction with the paratroops on the heights above. And they make it. Together, the two units smash back the Japs in close combat. The general arrives at Corregidor, island fortress in Manila Bay, which fell to the Japs 3 years ago and now has been recaptured in a daring paratroop and amphibious attack. MacArthur addresses the men who carried out that mission.
I see that the old flagstaff still stands. Have your troops hoist the colors to its peak and let no enemy ever haul them down.